Hello. Hello. I need to get this all set. I also am going to be dealing with somebody who private messaged me without permission. Later, I need to go deal with that person. I'm very annoyed. I have not said, okay, you can contact me directly. I have not said that to random strangers on the internet. I said that to my mods, who are only somewhat random strangers on the internet. Okay, this is seriously lackey today. That's great. Is it smooth on your screen? Okay, you guys get a relatively smooth experience. That's great. I feel like I'm having the kind of day where I'm gonna find myself backwards 10 steps. Great. Hey, Nameless, can you set up the pinned message for me? Also, I might have to relog. Yeah. I'm not sure I can start the day this framey. End the day this framey? Sure. Start the day this framey? Not so sure. That is my fault for starting a whole hour late. I'm so sorry about that. I just could not get myself moving fast. I kept trying to rush, and rushing made me slower, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Nameless. I'm pretty much certain rushing made me slower. How are you today, though, Nameless? It's so nice to see you. I do want to adjust the shape of those. I need to actually look up, like, the kind of fish. I'm thinking of going for, like, a koi fish kind of look, so maybe I'll look up a picture of koi fish and use that as my reference for the fins and extremities. Let me just do that on my phone real quick. You're welcome. I'm fine. How about you, my dear wolf? I'm fine, other than I'm extremely spacey today. I'm super sensory. I can't stand the taste of water. It's making me feel like I'm gonna throw up. I have a different drink. Um, I'm just gonna get myself a little reference picture, please. Boy. How do you spell koi fish? Oh, it's K. Fish. Sure, right? Something like that. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. They're so pretty. And they kind of have the shape of this island, except they're bigger. So if I just if I either make these fins smaller, I stick the head here and make it a little bit longer, it should be fine, right? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell myself. They just kind of seem like they have that kind of swirly shape of the island. Hmm. They're so pretty. I don't usually stare at pictures of fish. Um, Personally, I'm actually not the kind to stare at pictures of fish. I stare at pictures of birds or wolves pretty often, but not fish. I need to, rectify that. I need to start staring at pictures of fish too. Um, but it looks like one of these days, I'm gonna start actually putting my reference pictures up on screen for various reasons. Today's not the day. Hello? Hello, Lost! Hello! Hello! How are you? Oh, my lag's gone. That's nice. I spent my morning pacing and then moved on to spend the rest of my morning rushing to try and catch up with everything I didn't do because I was pacing. So you know I had a very responsible morning. But hello. I'm trying to make my little island look like a koi fish. Koi fish. I like the way it sounds in my mouth right now. Partially because of the shape of the island, I just feel very much fits a koi fish because it's got that round and the round. So I guess maybe it could also be a... No, I think it works as a koi fish. And in fact, even this bit could almost be one of the fins that's just attached to the body, in which case I could maybe even just do one fin out that way that's a little bit separated, and then this one's... That's... Maybe I don't even need to separate it, because like if I do this as one of the fins, you've got that going. That can be the head. That's a fin. Over here, I can do another fin that's more or less attached pretty easily. I just have to build out this side of the wall a little bit. No, I don't think that'll work. This is gonna have to have a pin coming off of it, but it still more or less works, I think. Well, I think this is a horrible fin shape for what I want, but so. Well, I have to go to an important engagement soon, so I'm out of here. Have a good day. Take care for Nameless. Thank you, Lost. Thank you, Nameless. Thank you for looking after me. All right, good luck at your appointment. Yeah, good luck. Have a safe time. Get there safely. Have it be safe. Take care. Safety first, Lost. Safety first. I'm still here, so ask away. I have a question, guys. Go ahead, go ahead. What's your question? What's your question? No, I'm waiting for you. Oh, so it's a question you don't want Lost to hear? Oh no! Oh, that's so cool! That is such an awesome effect. I really do need to finish that island, but like, oh my goodness, the way the... Oh my goodness. Like, I had planned it, but... And I could see it in my head looking like that, but I have this thing where I have trouble realizing what I visualize in my head, and it really came out looking like I wanted. I'm so happy. Oh, it looks like it could eat one of those ships or the airplane whole. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so hard to please. I'm so confused. Just kidding, just kidding. No, just kidding, just kidding. So, it's a confession of lore. Love. It's a love confession? Oh no. We don't accept those here. Too expensive. In your opinion, which would be the best place to move in the US? Like, I'm thinking about moving for about a year or so, but I don't know where, when, and I need advice. It may sound really dumb or naive, but yeah. Um, I've only ever lived in Florida, nameless. So, I know where I would suggest living is Florida, but I really don't know um, from an outsider's perspective, especially coming from France, where I'm gonna say it's pretty culturally different. One advantage of Florida, though, is I would say we've got some wide variety of people, so you might be able to find someone who could really help you with your adjustment. I can't say for sure, of course, because I don't know. But like we've got variety here. Or right now, I guess I'll ask. Don't mind the culture, I don't care. Well, then sell me Florida, Hedge. Well, it rains a lot in the summer, and we have hurricanes. Um, we have hmm. We have we sell oranges. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on things about Florida right now. We're the Sunshine State, even though, you know, we're often kind of cloudy. We got that name for ourselves. Might have been places that more deserved it, but we got the name for ourselves. Honestly, I recommend going to Australia. France, no. No Australia, never, ever. Wow. We have gators that can eat you. Oh, do not recklessly go into the water in Florida. Like, I don't know that much about other places, so I can't really sell them to you, and I don't know how to sell Florida to you because I don't know about other places, kind of. But I'm gonna just tell you, do not go into the water without being careful. You could get eaten or killed by something else. Freaking weirdo. Their future is actually looking bright. Why, spider, you dummy? Freaking weirdo. Spiders, they're not too bad. I have arachnophobia. Smart. Mm, um, then maybe, well, we don't have too many spiders. Just a little bit. We do have spiders here, nameless. Hint, hint, I have met a huntsman spider, but I live in Florida, but they're pretty rare. They're pretty rare. They're extremely rare. So I wouldn't really worry about meeting one. If I was you, I wouldn't worry. Extremely unlikely, I would say. It could happen. I don't think it's likely to happen. It's like you could see a rainbow every day for a year. It's not happening. Yeah, no, I know there is spider everywhere in the world. Australia just have monster spiders, to say the least. Um, yep, yep, yep. Um, that's true. They the Australian huntsman spiders are horrible. Um, honestly, in the U.S., the best place to move is right now anyway. The U.S. is not the best place to move right now anyways, is it? I don't know. I like it here. I'm happy. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I don't know when I'm moving. I think something I would suggest you look at is if you're looking to move somewhere, look at the climate. I'm not saying that you should be like, oh, I don't want to move somewhere because of the climate. Though, I mean, I guess if you have a climate you really hate, you should. But just from the perspective of things like clothes, what you want out of a building is going to change based off the climate. And I think having an eye out for that from the beginning is probably better than finding out the hard way and, oh, I just bought a house in Florida, but it doesn't have an AC and now I'm miserable, is preventable. Let's, that's my biggest suggestion. I don't know where would be the best to live, but pay attention when you're picking the place that it's going to be livable. Of course, you can live in Florida without AC. People do it all the time. I'm not sure you want to. And I don't know about other places. Like, I'm sure in a place that's cold half the year, you care more about heat. Than oven-baked hedge, but, I care about oven-baked hedge because I live in Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks, hydrate. Thank you for the wolf wolf. Give it a few years. I say look at the economy. That's a good one. That's a good one to look at. I think Lost has a good point there. I have never been the most informed about this stuff, but I say pay attention to the kind of, like, sometimes you save money in an area where you think it's going to save you money and you don't. That's why I was using the AC and the climate as a suggestion to keep track of. For example, you're not necessarily, it just sometimes stuff happens where it looks like it's going to save you money and you don't realize it's not gonna. It's gonna cost you way more than it saves. It doesn't save you a penny. That's the kind of thing I was kind of talking about. It's a little silly, but pay attention to that kind of thing, and then I don't have any other advice. That's what I know. Also, there are things more directly expensive here. Some things, yeah. Though, some things are cheaper. It depends on what it is. From what I understand, it actually can be easier to get beef. Or at least sometimes it is. Might depend on your area. But apparently it can be easier to get beef here. Because we have cows. Moo. Money isn't a problem. I plan to work here anyway. That's fair. But, like, if you can save money, that's always a good thing, Nameless. Like, and the worst thing is, whether you're making money or not, you think you're saving money and you're actually going to cost yourself way more money than you save. That's not nice. I'm just saying, if you pay attention to things like where you're moving, even if you don't understand why people are doing certain things a certain way, maybe pay attention to what people are doing and try and figure out why they're doing it. Sometimes people are smart, sometimes people are dumb, but it might save you money. And that's always fun. Yeah, no, but I'm not talking about saving. I know. I honestly don't know enough to sell you on anywhere in America as a good place to live. As a Floridian, I think Florida is wonderful. I also think it's extremely dangerous sometimes. Like, the hurricanes are not, like, if you don't know how to handle it, they are dangerous. You gotta listen to the peoples. And panicking is not gonna help you. That it's, but that's the case anywhere. I won't tell you on the U.S. in a good conscience. Hedge, a few times people are smart. Most people are dumb. No, Hedge, a few times people are smart. Most people are dumb. And oh, I love Lost advice. Lost is in a place. Oh my goodness. I think I don't know enough to sell you, especially when I don't know, like, about you. But I do know I love it here. It is definitely a place I personally love, is Florida and the US. But I wouldn't know about moving or the differences culturally, because there are cultural differences and da 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 da. I know we have a lot of people from all over in Florida because I've met people from all over in Florida. So, something about Florida has attracted people from all over. From Canada to all sorts of other places. Sorry, I couldn't resist the joke. Um, I tried. Um, you might find people who can speak French here. Like, genuinely. Keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it, give it a few times, a few years listening to lost advice, lol. At least right now. It's an interesting time to choose. I think giving it some time and really thinking it over is the best advice anyone can offer you. And come to a solid decision that you're happy with, that you're not going to regret. But, there's something I really love about Florida is I live here. I really love that about Florida. So, there's a winning selling point. You got it, Rice? Hedge lives here, that's a winner. To us, I was thinking about it for a few months now, and I thought, hey, some people who lives there let's ask them. Figured. I think you should never ask me about advice for anything. That was a seriously foolish decision. What do I know about? Seriously, all I know how to do is play video games. Have you seen my daily life? You have. You've watched a majority of my streams. Do you really think I can give you good advice? I don't. You got someone who's skeptical about it. And someone who only knows about the weather, and that's a good start, I guess. Okay, I'll ask your mother then. Yeah, probably better to ask her. Just go to Japan like everyone else. I wouldn't suggest that. Think about it. They've got a history. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't make that joke. I'm so sorry. I should not make that joke. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All those are ones. I gotta go down and get the dirt. It is looking actually, that looks a lot better. I feel like it could be a bit more swooshed this way. They have very swooshy tails, and I'm trying to kind of petrify it, so it's a little iffy at best, but you know, it's working out okay. What? It's already in the plan, Lost. Keep making these jokes. It's funny. Using mouse button. I don't have a mouse button. Nameless. Nameless. Using right mouse button. I don't know. I don't have a white mouse button. I'm not sure this does anything. Here, I gotta pull up my activity feed right now. I'm a lost it for real. But no, I don't think that's a terrible start. It's not great, of course, but it's not terrible. Can I get a thing is their tails are so swooshy, and I really like that their tails are swooshy. That's part of why I'm choosing them for this endeavor. Honestly, the tails and the Quayfish are so cool. I'm a lost it for real. What's Lost gone and done now? Now I'm confused. What did Lost do? No! Stupid lag. I wish I could get a better view of the outside and determine where I'm gonna stick the fins from there. I kind of want to stick the head off in like this direction after the tree. Oh, that would be so cool to have like another tree, some more trees on the head. Oh, I want more trees on the head. That's such a, well, fishy thing. Not fishy, koi, kind of like the koi stuff where you have the trees. Lost has left for his appointment hedge, so I think. Alright, so at least I think so. You know, you never know with him. I can't sleep because you've said no left mouse button, so let me just go inside and hide in a safe location. Is there anywhere safe in my building? Yeah, that seems relatively safe. There's no windows up here, right? Yeah, this is safe. Let's just sit in here. But yeah. I have a complaint. It more or less has nothing to do with anything we've talked about today. But so I have great skin. It's very durable. I got it from my mom. It's great. It's durable. It's awesome. And it randomly splits sometimes at the most if the weather's really all over the place. And just the other day, I had the skin on my finger just split a little bit. It's like the size of a paper cut. But I know it's not a paper cut because I wasn't handling paper. It's split. It's like you get a little cut out of nowhere. It will just split open. It'll be like the size of a paper cut usually. Sometimes it bleeds, sometimes it doesn't. Um, and it's really annoying when that happens on your finger. Never heard about that. Well, most people don't have that problem where their skin just splits. It's kind of unique to my family, I've found. I've met a few people with similar problems, but in general, it's just my family's problem. Um, there are other people with the same problem. It's just rare. Um, I gave you an extra minute. I hadn't touched the left mouse button anyway, so it's fine. So yesterday, while I was dealing with my cat's mess, it just split while I was handling that. And that was just not nice. And so I had a band-aid on it because it was on my finger. And it's mostly closed already. It's fine. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't a big deal. But it's so annoying when your skin just randomly decides it's gonna split open. And I wanted to complain to someone other than family. Um, Pretty much done now. I just needed to get that off my chest about how annoying that was to have that happen. Um, I'm sure you don't really care. It probably just sounds really weird. Honestly, it kind of is just really weird. It just was annoying. Went to go do something real quick. Just check in before I go. For real. Why is your skin always getting cut? It's not cut. It splits. It's like it like it just kind of just separates from itself and you end up with a little cut, but it's not really a cut and it only really happens rarely. It's super rare that it happens. It's just annoying when it does. Um my mom has it way worse than me with it cuz but it's really annoying. Always knew she was depressed. She cuts herself, not that kind of cut. Always knew she was depressed. Ah. But I was just annoyed. Am I not allowed to complain anymore? Oh, you can complain? Nameless, that's you being depressed. I don't like pain. Just expect us to make fun of it a bit. Fair. But, like, it's the most annoying thing to just have your skin randomly split. It's the worst. Now I'm getting off my soapbox because no one actually cares, I'm pretty sure. It's not like it's a big deal. I've lived with it my whole life. It doesn't actually cause any major inconveniences. It is especially annoying when it bleeds, though, because, like, these little cuts that just appear on your skin when you haven't even done anything to end up getting cut, that just kind of appear. They're the worst because if they bleed the most. Like, I don't even know why they bleed so much. It's just, why? Just super annoying. They're just a nuisance. That's the moral of the story. The nuisance. I don't like pain. I just expect us to make fun of it. Oh, the true love. I don't like pain either, but I don't mind it. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like I can't handle pain. I can take it. I don't like it, but I can take it. Oh, well. I think going a little bit more. If I want to make this head more relievable, going out like that would be better. So, turns out, my scale was completely off. Nope. Honestly, like, if, a little bit more and it'll be good. Okay. Oh, true. Life's all about avoiding getting cut, Hedge. How are you, like, going to be, like, one of those workers who, like, you don't need guardrails, rolls the machines and dies? She is, and you know it, Lost. Honestly, yeah, she's that type. She is the type of person to just listen to someone's order and not question it. I need to go blow my nose. You made me laugh so hard snot came out of my nose. Oh. And you're right, I am the type to say I don't need guardrails and phones, the machines and die. But don't worry, I never plan to work on that kind of factory ever in my life. So, I should be pretty safe. And besides, even if I ever did end up in a factory like that, I'm sure they wouldn't leave me unattended. It wouldn't be safe for them. I'm far too dangerous to leave unattended. That would never happen, Lost. Don't worry. Back in my day, we considered that part of the job. What, falling into the machines and dying? That's a lot better. That's actually a really nice look. If I can just get the tail a little bit less. You gotta love that I'm older than Lost and he's telling me back in my day. It just shows how old at heart he is. Obviously, he's an old soul. Maybe that's why he thinks I'm old. Obviously, Lost thinks I'm old because he's an old soul or whatever. That's the saying, right? Right, Nameless? Ah, I did it. That's not actually that bad. I definitely think I prefer having it out that way more. Kind of want to do more of like that, though. I'm getting really good at landing there. So if I can just adjust that bottom part a bit, that would actually be a lot better. Okay. That's actually not bad. I do need to round it up a bit. This side needs rounding up quite a bit. Hmm. Do I have any dirt in here? I do. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good time at your appointment, Lost, as you've stopped talking. I'm just gonna assume you've left. Good luck. Say. Something like that's probably fine. How would he hear your good luck if he's not around anymore? You know, I'd never know with him if he's actually not around or not, so just to be safe, I was making sure he heard me. I made sure I said it out loud, you know? Just in case. You never know if he's really gone. He's like the plague. I'm sorry, that's such a bad joke. Comparing someone to the plague is probably not the right thing to do. He'd probably take it as a compliment, though, so it's fine, right? It's fine as long as the person receiving the insult thinks it's a compliment, right? Better. That actually does look right. More right. Understandable. Yep. I think that could be a head. I think it needs to come in a little bit more this way. It can be a little bit off, but I kind of don't want it to be that much off. Let's do something similar over here. Hmm. What's lost in Hedge's mind? I mean, he'll probably take it as a compliment, right? It's a compliment, you know, to be like the plague. It means you're hard to get rid of. You don't die easily. That's what it means, yeah. How is that a compliment? It, you're resilient. You stick around for the long, you know, you're all you don't just disappear, you know? You're resilient. You can make it through. You can endure. Not easy to get rid of you. Stuttering, huh? Am I stuttering? You know, plagues and roaches have a lot in common. He loves roaches. Surely he'll take it as a compliment. I mean, after all, both are really, really hard to kill and could probably survive the apocalypse. Let's be honest. What is that kind of reasoning? It usually works on Lost, you know? I think it's pretty reasonable reasoning. You know, it's very Florida. Makes perfect sense. That actually almost looks like a fish head. It does look like I could maybe take that side down one though. I'm actually vaguely getting a fish-shaped head. Two, three, four, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I actually do this even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on this side, 6 on this side. But it still comes out roughly even. That's cool. Trying to round out the face. I think that actually might work. Yeah, I guess so. Don't know. I was so this tired. I'm almost falling asleep right now. Well, rest well if you need to. I hope you rest well. Hmm. I like how when the koi fish are swimming in certain ways, their tails kind of like get like the shape. Like one is really small and the other is really big. Let's see. For it to be swimming this way, this is the one that would end up being really big. And it would kind of go, no! Wrong button, wrong button. And they're kind of really attached to each other. So like if we take it out from where it would quote unquote attach to the building. That, and then kind of give it a really rounded shape. Like that. Maybe a bit rounder here. Like that, and then this side can kind of go into more of like a really small. Feel off, yeah, and yeah, I'm still sleepy. I feel off. I rested this whole day. I literally started in bed out of boredom and tiredness. Oh. Yeah, I'm still sleepy. I feel off right now. I get it. I get it. I've had a lot of those days recently, honestly. I don't know why. I've been in a really bad spot myself. Not staying in bed all day though, because I have streamed. At least somewhat. No, I didn't want to do that. That's kind of getting a very flowy look with the tail, but which is nice. I like. I don't want it to bend out this way a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of create like a look of like they're kind of flowing in the same direction. I like flowy things. kind of works. Almost there. Point where it's gonna work. Give the impression of like. Well, since I don't stream yet, I don't really have anything to do. Well, I mean, this is where you need a hobby. I don't know. Honestly, if I didn't feel obligated to stream for you guys, which is a self-imposed obligation, I know, but I like having obligations. It makes it easier to get out of bed when I'm having a bad day. Let's just say, if I've got, I've got a stream for them, really for me. I know it. But it makes it easier to get out of bed and stuff. Having trouble getting the look I want. That's why I'm thinking of trying streaming, but with work, bad internet, and no secondary monitor, kind of hard. And honestly, I've started moving back to only using one monitor. We have a really big monitor, so it might be because of the size of the monitor, but I've started moving back towards just using one of the monitors mostly. Monitors aren't any big problem there, Hedge. I know. The internet and the job are more of the problem. I get it. I do get it. I just don't really have anything else to say about the other bits because I've been there with bad internet. It's hard to stream with bad internet. I did it. I've never had a job in a sense that you have a job. And I probably never will. I don't see myself ever going into like even if I get a job, I doubt it's going to be the same kind of job you talk about. You talk about stuff that I feel has a lot more to do with like physically moving. I never see myself getting into a really physical, stressful job because I don't think I'd be very useful and I don't think they'd hire me for so many reasons. But forgetting everything else, I am extremely clumsy. Let's be jobless and force my parents to a better internet subscription. Let's not go there. Like, I don't think I would trust myself to work in a manual labor job. I just don't think I would. Because of how clumsy I am, I just don't think that would be safe. I'm constantly walking into things, and like if you think I just walk into stuff in game, you are poor but majorly mistaken. I walk into stuff all the time. I was tripping over my own shoes just yesterday. I'm not proud of this, but it's the reality. I would not want someone who trips over their own shoes regularly handling heavy manual labor. Heck, light manual labor either. I don't think I should be involved in manual labor for most of the time. Like, if it's something for me that needs to be moved or something, sure. But like other people doing it for other people, that's no joke. I find it pretty cute most of the time. Oh, it's adorable that I trip over my own feet. Not great if you're doing like moving furniture. I have moved the furniture in my room numerous times. I have complete freedom to move my furniture however I like. My mom's really great like that. I have tripped while doing that several times and injured and stubbed toes, and it's a miracle I haven't injured myself majorly. I have had bruises. I have a lot of guardian angels. I just don't think I would ever volunteer to work in a job where I am putting myself in a position to make myself a nuisance. I might be an adorable nuisance, but let's be honest, that's a nuisance. I might be the cutest nuisance out there, but you know, a nuisance is a nuisance, no matter how adorable it is at some point. And as I said, higher up, I don't wish for you to be similar job as me for your own mental well-being and other physical well-being. Well, thank you for caring so much. I just, I don't think I could. Um, and I don't think I should. And, I don't think I'd be good at it. Any of the jobs you've talked about. They all sound like things where as I said, I would be an adorable nuisance. After a while, no matter how adorable the nuisance is, that's not adorable anymore. You'd be surprised by how many things I don't require all that much physical capabilities. I just can't be stressful and a lot of information to learn over a span of a few days, weeks. That's fine. I get that. I just feel like you talk about. I get that. I would probably want a job where I'm not doing a lot physically because I would probably be problematic. But I can actually learn and memorize stuff pretty fast, especially if I'm doing it over and over again. Um, if necessary, I'll ask questions, but I'm not that bad at learning if I have something very structured to learn. It's when it's something that's more loose that I have problems, which might sound weird considering how hard it's been for me to learn about the computer and stuff. But to me, it's very unstructured, and I have trouble figuring out the rules and understanding them. I know you guys are like, it's easy, the rules are blank, blank, and blank, but I feel like the rules just don't. I'm actually good at memorization and learning. It's just, I'm, yeah. I haven't put, I guess that skill just doesn't get practiced here because I have trouble learning the rules here. I'm still not fully understood the rules with the streaming, which is sad. Understandable, yeah. I do hope to have them rules for streaming down at some point. But, you know, I've yet to manage that yet. And Lost is gonna be like, I don't believe you. But honestly, I feel like computers are kind of, to me, there's a lot of instinctual aspects with the way people talk about, well, this part is like this for this computer. This part's like this for this kind of computer. This is like this for this, which is sad. How cute. Yeah, yes, I can't say sad sometimes. I'll let you know. My speech impediment is pretty much for every hard consonant sound, I believe. So S's, T's, R's, L's.
You were concerned to speak less than 50% of the sounds in the English language when you were young. You've come a long way.
Yeah, I speak all the sounds sometimes now. I never speak less than 50% anymore. It's great. I was explaining, I think I'd be horrible at the kinds of jobs he talks about because I'm so clumsy. I feel like that would be a big nuisance.
I'm just looking at him deciding that he's given up on being employed and he's going to make his parents support both of you, it looks like. I don't know what to think about that. They might not be going for that. I don't know.
He was talking about what's the advantages of moving to America. He's gonna think about it for a couple of years, but he's got a brain worm. It seems like.
We have Eagles.
Yeah, we do.
We have Eagles. We have Freedom Units. We don't have as much fire, but you know, if you want that just to feel like home, you can go to California. Sorry, I just said that out loud. I can leave now. I love you.
You heard that?
I'm sorry.
I was just comparing Lost to the play.
I was just listening to Viva la France. I don't know. I'm in a weird place. Okay.
Love you.
Yeah.
The freedom units make me never want to go to the U.S. I forgot about that. I don't see what people's problems with that is. They're pretty easy to understand. Oh, I did see a really funny mistranslation once. 5'12". There are not 6. There are 12 inches in a foot. Not funny. It is funny. 6 feet. The guy's 6 foot. He's 5'12". He's 6 foot.
He was sad that he was only 5'12".
No, he wasn't sad that he was 5'12". He was giving a guesstimate on his height in a webtoon. It was mistranslated. There were several comments on, yes, serious 5'12". It's honestly, I
Want me to make you a coffee?
no. Love you.
Have fun.
I think it's something you should probably look into and think about. freedom units don't make sense, and I'll always say it. I disagree. But that's fine. Besides, even if you were to move somewhere else, you don't necessarily have to agree with everything about the place you moved to. I don't think something small as, like, the measurements should keep you out of a place. Agree to a degree. To disagree. Yeah, that's fine. Always told you I'm gonna think about it for real. Yeah. I think the, anyway. I think something. I don't know. All the words just left my mind. I think that not being able to say hard consonant sounds is very difficult and annoying. I'm gonna say that. I will stand by this stance for the rest of my life. It is very difficult and annoying to not be able to say hard consonant sounds easily. It's a pain. I don't like it. I object to this part of my reality. Just need a bit more info sometime. Yeah. It is, but it makes you sound cute. I know, it's the most adorable sounding speech impediment. It's great. I've worked so hard to be understood. And now people call me eloquent. I've literally been called eloquent before. Complimented on my eloquence. It's great. I've worked so hard. I deserve it. It's my reward for all those years of speech therapy. And then I have one bad day, and everyone's going, "Oh, that's adorable." I mean, if I actually have a point to be made, I can be very eloquent, even if it's on the spot. But if I'm just talking normally, I don't think I'm that eloquent. I can see why it's frustrating. I don't really find it frustrating. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Anymore. It is a big deal, but not really anymore. If I was gonna have a speech impediment, having it be this cute is something I'm grateful for. It's an advantage in some ways because, like, people talk like this on purpose, and I'm just talking this way because I can't talk any other way. So it's very convenient for me, honestly, that people think it's cute. Because in some cases, they think I'm doing it on purpose, and they're like, ugh, silly. Just making the silly voices. And in some cases, they realize I'm not doing it on purpose, but they're just like, oh, that's cute. It's an advantage. Oh, I've met somebody with a really horrible speech impediment like me, but his sounds were different. And oh my goodness, poor guy didn't get the speech therapy I did. And I always felt like when I looked at him, I'm so grateful I got the speech therapy, or else I'd be talking like him. Except the sounds would be different because we had different sounds we could make. So I'm very blessed and happy. I'm not actually complaining. How does he talk? Lots of slurred sounds. Like, you know how I said Chad? He'd say stuff like that, but with a lot more slurring. And the sounds he could make were a lot less. I'm not gonna get too much into specifics because that's kind of like, I don't know. It just feels a little wrong to gossip about that kind of thing, I guess. It's not really gossip, but like, it feels wrong to talk about that kind of thing behind someone's back. Yeah, don't worry. I was just curious. It's fine. It's fine. But like, if it was me and I hadn't gotten that therapy, a lot of my sounds would probably be like W's. Um, so like R's, T's, S's, that would all probably end up being like W's. Or at least a sound like a W sound, a wah 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 sound. Um, I think I heard someone talk like that one time. Yeah, it's honestly very similar to the woo voice, but there's less hard consonant sounds. That would be how I would talk. Um, like the woo voice has less W's and more hard consonant sounds than how I would be talking. But similar to that kind of. Which actually makes the woo voice a little bit more annoying to me because I'm like, you're gonna talk like that, you know? Why all these hard consonant sounds? Just get rid of them all. That's my complaint with the woo voice. I feel like they have too many hard consonant sounds. They need to get rid of them. Why would you have, if you're gonna talk like that, you know, do it right. It was pretty hard not to unnotice. Yeah, even for a non-native speaker like me, it did make it harder to understand Hedges of Blue Voice. I can't do it on purpose. Like sometimes, like where I said Chad instead of sad, like I can't talk the way I used to talk anymore. And I can't talk like that really on purpose. Try. I can't. I wouldn't even know where to start. Ah, the begging. Oh, the begging. I really don't even know where to start. I not having learned to say over 50% of the English language, having to actually have learned that, it's very hard to talk without 50% of the English language. I'm just telling you. It's very hard to talk without without that 50%. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to try and do that. I'm sorry. I know I brought it up that it annoys me when people talk like that and they use more than 50% of the language, but it doesn't mean I can use less, and I understand why they don't. Understandable. It's very hard to talk like that. I, I that's why I had to get speech therapy because it is very hard to talk and be understood when all your T's, S's, L's, R's, and W's sound the same. And that's just the ones I remember. There were more sounds I couldn't make. I just don't ever remember them. I probably had trouble with Q's and K's and stuff as well. Probably. Like, that's probably not bad. You had 2 vowels, as I recall, from my mom. That's what my mom says. So out of A, E, I, O, U, I could say 2 of those sounds. And sometimes Y. It's, I guess my best attempt here. Let me use what you got written there as an example. Something like that is probably what it would sound like if I had used my, and that might have still been too many consonant sounds. Something more like that, though, is how I sounded. Very adorable. Very adorable gibberish. I thought I sounded normal, though. I thought I was making the same sounds as everyone else. I thought everyone else was the problem. Why were they complaining? I could talk perfectly fine. What was wrong with the people around me? That's how I felt about it. Everyone else was crazy. Um, yeah. Oh, you gonna go sleep? Okay, rest well. That's actually not a terrible tale, I feel like. Like, it's not actually great, but, like, I don't feel like it's terrible. I'm gonna make these 2 sides match a little bit more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This side should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like that. It's I'll clean it up somewhere. One, two, 3, 4. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of 4s here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is that right? Yeah. Then along this side, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, does that actually finish fixing it? Yeah. So I might. Did I adjust that a little bit? No, I think it actually works. The only adjustment I might make is making the cheeks a little less empty. But like, I think that actually makes it very nice. It actually really works and creates a really nice effect. And then... No! My stuff! All over the place now. F3, B. No, I almost fell asleep. I'm still here. Yeah, thanks. That was a very elegant way to die. I do not have any rockets in my inventory right now. Looks like all that's been taken care of, so let's go back up and see. Um, that's probably all I had on. That's probably all I had on me, honestly. Looks like I got everything from in the tree. Well, if I'm missing stuff, I'm missing stuff, I guess, but that was rather unfortunate. I might be missing rockets. I now feel like I am missing stuff and I don't know where. Question. Go ahead. Ask your question away. Ask your questions. When are you gonna play Pokemon Black and White? Who knows? think I got everything. Okay. Now, I was thinking I was going to work on the other fins. But I think if I do a fin there, or I've got to do a fin over here. Maybe I'll do the fin over on this side first. I don't want to just do a small little boop. I need it to just be a little bit away from this. As if the platform was made with the intention that it wouldn't come in contact with the fin. Because if I was building a fin onto the... I was building a piece of wood onto a fish that swims through the sky, I certainly would not want to interfere with the swimming utensils such as fins are. Yeah, that's what that's yeah. I'm gonna maybe a bit closer. I think I do because head goes in and then actually I want the fin to be more along the right about there maybe instead. And then something more like that. Maybe even take it in. Okay, you said you were gonna. Don't think I forgot about it. You said you were gonna play it. Don't lie to me. Don't disappoint me. You were the chosen one, and now she's ignoring my messages. Time at the same time, her responsibilities. I'm gonna die. Um, I don't know. I really don't know. That's not terrible. Like, I feel like it's a little disproportionate, but it's not terrible at all. In fact, I might even bring it out a little bit. Hmm. Oops. Oh, did you pick up the dirt? That's great. Let me go sweep. Really? So you want to see me cry? Really? Me, your favorite mod? Hmm. Hmm. Or the bat? Yeah, no, I can't see you cry. Technically. Technically speaking. I was just thinking of finishing up. I regret to inform you. Your blackmail is just convincing me it's about time for things to be wrapped up. Now where shall I put the next fin, I wonder? I think just there's where I want it to be. Excuse-me. Excuse-me. A little bit more out might be prudent. A little bit more out might be wise. Create the shape that I dream of. To create the shape I desire. Oh, what shall we do? What shall we say? I'm wondering yet again. Hello, my dear friend. I thought I saw something sinking into the abyss, but I see I was mistaken. Oh, what a tragedy of and misery shall befalleth us unspeakable. Sympathy, no, I think it was the wrong word. I think I made a mistake. It was not the right word. I fear antipathy is the wrong word. And now I'm sad. And I don't know what word would have been right. And I'm sad. Once say the wrong thing. I wanted to say the right one. And now I am sad because I made a mistake. Oh, the sadness of a mistake that could have been easily rectified if I hadn't made a big fuss. Sorry, I stopped reading chat for a minute, but yes, that sounds truly delightful. Just give me that time. I'll finish the sing mode and then we will raid Ultima. Could be even said to be a most ultimate raid. I don't know if that's quite right, but here we say it anyway. I'll just be working on an ever so delightful way of turning words and phrases around. Ever so delightful, ever so the same. Think I'll round that off a little and then we'll be insane. Da-da-da-ba-dum-bum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Na-na-na-na-na. A little bit off, I feel, but I'm not quite sure how to fix it. I think I'll leave it be in a minute. Let me see if I can adjust just this one back. A little piece that bothers me. Think that just about works. Create quite the pretty balanced scene. I think I can round this off a little bit more. To make it yet prettier. Let's see. Yes, I like that a little bit more. I like that a bit. Thank you, Head. Thank you, Ultima. I appreciate that. Cutscene react. Cutest reaction. Thanks. my goodness, that looks so good from up here. It looks a bit more shark-like than koi-like, but I like that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and joining me. I really appreciate it. Oh. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just a minute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, everybody. And wrong thing, wrong button. See y'all next time. Next week. Bye-bye. Bye. I'm waiting by the Bye-bye.